It's 2 times Tuesday.
Ah, it is Tuesday. There we go. How we doing? How we feeling?
Pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enjoy the sunshine.
Yes. Adulting on 100 this week. We got a lot of things to get to. Thank you so much for joining us for KARE 11 News at noon. It's a big day for Lynx fans ahead of a crucial playoff game. In just a few minutes, we are talking with the team's president of business operations. But first, Hurricane Milton continues its path towards Florida.
Yeah, pretty scary stuff. We're in the final stretch for people still in its path to evacuate. So I've got a look at final preparations for that in just a couple minutes.
Such an active season. Luckily, that is not what we have here.
Yeah, basically the opposite of what Florida's dealing with. By the way, 36 hours or so until landfall across the Gulf Coast of Florida. Right now it's 64 degrees. We have very pleasant weather in the forecast, not only today, but really the rest of the week. No big weather changes. Temperatures will be gradually warming up day by day, and we'll likely see temperatures peaking on Thursday, where highs get into the lower 80s. Lots of sunshine right now. We did have some higher clouds drift through earlier this morning, but you look to the west and to the northwest, where typically our weather comes from, there's not a lot to speak of, barely any cloud cover. So again, sunshine the rest of the day today, and most of the rest of the week should feature a mostly sunny sky. Live look outside, you can see the colors are still a little delayed in turning around the Twin Cities area, but other parts of the state are either at their peak or beyond their peak. So do expect to see the colors change day by day as we head deeper into October. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast. Temperatures a couple degrees warmer than yesterday. I think we'll reach into the lower 70s today and then mid to upper 70s Wednesday into Thursday. So sunshine and warming temperatures. We are tracking several dry cold fronts that are forecast to pass through first on Friday and then again Saturday night. That should bring us some cooler temperatures and a crisp start to next week. We'll have your full forecast coming up. Alexis.
Ben, thank you so much. Rain has already started to come down in Florida as the state prepares for Hurricane Milton. Officials are still urging people to take action before it is too late. And Cece, I know that you've been looking into these things. What are some of the things that they're asking people to do?
Yeah, they're asking so much, really. I mean, overnight, Milton weakened from a Category 5 hurricane to Category 4. So that's for now. This afternoon, though, officials are pleading with millions of residents to get out. And today is pretty much the last day to evacuate since Milton is expected to make landfall, as you can see here on Florida's Gulf Coast. That's tomorrow. I know, like Ben was mentioning, many residents are heeding the warning to get out, though. Just hours ago, Florida highways were crammed again with people trying to evacuate. Some state officials say this could be the largest evacuation since 2017's Hurricane Irma. Keep in mind, Milton is arriving less than 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene. And because of the back-to-back hurricanes, crews are scrambling to haul away Hurricane Helene's debris before Milton makes landfall.
This is literally catastrophic, and I can say without any dramatization whatsoever, if you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
That dire warning from Tampa's mayor. Now, the storm is expected to make landfall near Tampa as a major Category 3 hurricane. Again, that's later tomorrow. Alexis.
Cece, thank you. Several states are still recovering from Hurricane Helene, and right now, 11 members of the Minnesota National Guard are in one of the hardest hit areas in western North Carolina. Those crews brought in 2 helicopters that are already being used to fly in supplies to those stranded. Crew members we spoke with say that there was no hesitation to help once those orders came in.
To everybody back home in Minnesota, this is what Minnesota National Guard does. This is why we sign up. This is why we train all year, day in, day out, and we're just honored to help and honored to serve.
Those crews flew in on Sunday immediately, getting to work on the ground in Asheville and around Asheville, delivering thousands of pounds of water to those who are stranded in the mountains. We'll have more on the recovery from Helene, plus how Florida is preparing for Hurricane Milton, still ahead in the show. Here at home, day 2 of the jury selection is underway in the murder trial of Adam Frabel. Frabel is charged with first-degree murder in the death of his ex-girlfriend and mother of his children, Maddie Kingsbury. The trial is taking place in Mankato because of all the publicity the case got in Winona. Opening statements will start when 12 jurors and 5 alternates are selected, either this week or early next week. Maddie went missing in March of last year. Her body was found just over 2 months later. In Hudson, a former elementary school teacher is now set to stand trial. Madison Bergman is facing 10 felony charges for allegedly having an inappropriate relationship with her 5th grade student. During a hearing yesterday, the lead detective revealed the 33,000 text messages, including emails and handwritten notes between the two. The state says that they have proof that Bergman and the boy touched, kissed, and wanted the relationship to escalate. Bergman's counsel tried to argue the state's definition of certain body parts.
Did he ever say that was touched? No, never said that.
But I already concluded, based upon a number of cases that we cited and we walked through together, that it isn't necessary for that specific word to be used.
The judge ruled the state proved there's enough probable cause for the case to continue. Bergman is set to be arraigned on November 7th. Minneapolis City Council members are moving forward with an idea to have businesses compensate the city for hiring off-duty police officers for private security jobs. A city council committee just voted to ask the city staff to study the cost of officers using their squad cars, uniforms, and firearms on moonlighting gigs. That would be the first step to imposing fees on businesses that hire off-duty officers starting in 2026.
Provide city services using city resources, but they are receiving a personal profit, meaning they're getting paid. These dollars are not going back into the city as additional revenue. This is going into their own pockets.
A Justice Department report noted Minneapolis officers typically earn more per hour on private security gigs than they do working overtime as police.